Hi, we're going to talk about static variables, methods and classes, and we just start off with variables. So a static variable means that its lifetime extends across the entire program. So no matter how many objects you create of your one class, they will all share the same static variable. And why would you use it? Well, one reason to use it is that it's useful for counting how many objects have been made from your class. So if I give a demonstration here, so you can see we have a class and we can instantiate lots and lots of different objects, but no matter how many objects I create, they all share this one static value. And static values are also a bit strange in the fact that we all know that we instantiate an object from a class, and that goes on to our heap memory in RAM, whereas the static variable is actually stored on the stack in RAM. So just a slightly different place. So I have a bit of a code demo just to show you, and you can also download these slides in Moodle, and you can then select all this text, just copy it and put it straight into your program. So this is a console application in my Visual Studio, and we'll just paste. And I've written all this, but I'm just going to take all that out so I can explain what I'm talking about. This is quite useful. Sometimes I do this when I'm writing code, that I don't want to delete code and I don't want it in here, because you want a clear thought and clear thoughts and clear code, and if I have any extra code that I want to keep, sometimes I would put it down like this as a block and put asterisks there to open it and then to close it, and that keeps it all nice and tidy down there. Okay, so I have a public class, just a normal class, and it has a static value count. So I just instantiate my object in the usual way using the new value, and that'll create my new object A, and I'm going to get it to print out console . So I'm going to try and access that count value. So normally we would go A dot, because it's public we don't have to use get and set methods, so we can actually access it. So if I put in just another variable, just so you get the idea, public int normal number equals 5. So if I wanted to access that, I would use the object reference. So if I do dot, I can see normal number. So I could print that out. But if I want to print out the static value, I can't use the object name. I have to use the class reference. Whoops. And we'll get this to print out just so you can see. Public A count. And we just save that and then we'll run it. So there's my normal value and there's my count value. Okay, so we can increment this count value by 1, and what we would do is use the class name and use the count value and use the incrementer, which just literally means increment this value by 1. So again, if I print this, actually, do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to create another object. I'll call it a different name, B and C. So I've created a new value C, and just so you can see that they're actually all sharing the static value, I'll print out But as you can see, I'm printing out, I may say I'm printing out object C count value, but actually, as you can see anyway, I'm just printing out class A. So obviously it's going to be, let's see, up here it's 0, 0, and then it'll be 1. So if I get that to run, and you can see it's 1 because it's incremented. So what I'm trying to say is that class A, B and C all share this value, public static int count. Okay, thank you.